I'm Jono.
And I'm Ian, and we're Bike Gearheads. Welcome to the 2023 Gravel Bike Guide.
And this
is the Pinarello Grevil F.
So Jono, what is the Pinarello Grevil F good at?
Ooh, it's good at being fast and aero and sporty and quick and nimble. It's a racing bike.
This is not a bike packing bike, is it?
It is definitely, you could do it. It's just not the ideal bike for that. I would definitely go with something else, but it's definitely a racer's gravel bike.
Yeah, I think the key word was aerodynamic. It's built specifically for that, even in the geometry.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, crafted Italian design.
Curves, Italian curves.
Yeah, it's definitely an aerodynamic gravel bike made for racing. That's what it's designed for. It does have a gravel-specific geometry, so it's not like their road bike. It is, a little bit taller stack and a little bit more of a slacker head tube. But yeah, as far as aero goes, which is what this bike is designed to be, it's got the flat back tubes, so it's even more aero with the bottles in there. And then it also has the forked flaps to keep the aero smooth around the caliper and everything. And the tube shaping is, teardropped, and it's just super aero for a gravel bike. It's not something that you see every day in this particular space.
I like to think of it as the dogma for gravel.
Yeah, I would say along the lines of thinking that it's the gravel version of the Dogma. It's definitely a very stiff ride that transfers power. You feel every pedal stroke on the gravel. Definitely you feel like you're saving a lot in the wind because it's so aerodynamic. But I think the thing I noticed most was that you really feel like the power transfer.
Yeah, so you get out of the saddle, you sprint, boom, it's like transferred straight to speed.
Yeah.
That's incredible for a gravel bike, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely would want this in a race.
Yeah, I mean, with that, it's not going to ride as smoothly as a bike with like a round shape seat post and like a 27.2. It's just going to be a little more, I guess, rigid.
Yeah, a little more rigid, but that's not, this bike isn't made to be a bike packing bike or a bike that you're on for Tour Divide. This is a bike that you're on for, BWR San Diego, where there's some road, there's some gravel, and it's great for that.
Nice. So how did it ride? You rode that one.
Yeah.
What was the setup? And how did it ride with that setup?
Yeah, so my wheels are 700, but I did a 40 on the tire clearance. But the really cool thing about this bike is that if you wanted a wider tire, it actually goes all the way up to a 50, which I think is super awesome that it's that versatile. I definitely will be taking that into account with all the events that I do.
Yeah.
And if you decide to run at 650, you can run it at 2.1 too, so it runs both 700 and 650, which is awesome because I know a lot of people prefer 650 over 700 and vice versa.
Yeah, and if you're a smaller rider on a smaller frame, then maybe 650 would be better for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I ran it as a 1x, but how does Pinarello offer that bike?
So they actually only offer it in the ECAR group set off of their site, and that's what we currently have as well. So that's going to be 1x, 13 speed in the rear. If you wanted to, take that off and put something else on there because you really wanted this frame, but you have a different drivetrain that you enjoy running, it's the same sort of headset routing, and it's the same stuff you can run on the Dogmas. So it basically doesn't do a mechanical front derailleur, but otherwise you can do everything else. So if you're going to run electronic, you could run 2x in the front, and then wireless, of course, you can do everything, and then for 1x, you can pretty much do it all.
Sweet.
So.
Have you ever ridden ECAR before? This is my first time, and honestly, I loved it. I thought it was so easy to use, and just having all the shifting on one hand, I was like, this makes total sense. But what about you guys?
I've used Campy in the past, and I've never run ECAR, but I have had the thumb shifter and stuff, and I've always liked it.
I have not run it either.
Nice.
Yep.
We have had a customer purchase one of these, and they did do a drivetrain swap with SRAM. So we are open to it. We can do it. We can make your dreams come true.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to reach out to a gearhead, we can actually do that in our bike shop as well. So they'd be able to strip this, they'd send all the parts to you, so you could sell that, aftermarket if you wanted to, and then we could build it up with whatever other groups that you bought on our website.
Yep.
So it does not come in a frame-only version, so it only comes in the ECAR. There's no frame option, just frame set.
But we're very accommodating, so give us a call.
Yeah.
All right, Sydney, how many sizes do we have?
6.
All right, 6 sizes, and that ranges from?
A 470 to 600.
Okay.
That's how Pinarello does it, but it's really a 47 to a 60.
That's a pretty good range.
It's a really good range, and like you were saying, with the 650B tires at that 47, it can accommodate a very short rider. So for someone looking for a small bike, this would probably be something that you want to consider. I will say that Pinarello doesn't fit like your Specialized or your Treks or what many people are familiar with, so you'll want to reach out to a gearhead, and they can help you out with sizing. The top tube and the way the frame is designed is just a little bit different, and there's some nuances that you want to get right. So reach out to one of our gearheads and they can get you sized up with the one that you need.
Yep.
This bike is an awesome bike, but we do carry some others that are similar to this particular model on our website. So those would be the Cervelo Aspero 5 and the Ridley Conzo Fast. So those are both gravel race bikes that have some aerodynamics built into the frame.
Yeah. All right, Sydney, what color options do we have?
So we have 3 separate colors. So we have champagne, which is super pretty. It's my personal favorite. I think if I had to pick, I would pick that one. Then we have Icelandic black, which is behind us.
Yep.
Very sleek. I will also say that's like a close second for me because black bikes, I feel like you can wear any kit and you look super cool.
That's true.
I
You got to
agree.
factor that in.
Yeah, it's true. And the last one is Radiant Aura.
And it's got some green on it, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
flashy.
Yep. Very flashy, but sometimes statement is cool.
Yeah.
I think if you're prioritizing racing your gravel bike, the Grevil F is a
Yeah.
good choice.
And I mean, with what you said, Ian, if you put some road tires on there, maybe go to your local road race.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you could.
Well, since it only comes in one build, I think we should probably weigh it, see how much it weighs.
If you're at home, leave it down in the comments. What do you think it weighs?
I think it's a small frame. What is this?
It's 47.
47.
It's very
It's
small.
really little.
It's small.
Oh, okay. 1 by metal wheels. I'm going to go 18. 18 pounds.
I'm gonna go like 18.7, closer to 19.
Oof. I'm going to go with 18 pounds, 6 ounces.
Wow.
Wow. 1911!
19 pounds, 11 ounces.
Wow.
So wait, 18.7? I win!
Oh, man. So that sums up the Grevil F. If this bike did not interest you, we do have 3 other videos you can see in the description below about our top gravel bike picks, so be sure to check those out.
And if you have any questions regarding this bike, don't hesitate to reach out to our gearheads.
Yeah, and make sure you like this video. If you have questions, you want to leave them down in the comment, that would be great. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. See you out there on the gravel roads.
See you at the gravel races.
See ya!